Okay.
Just me.
Okay. All right. Okay. What's your name?
Shaka Shabazz.
When were you born?
I was born in New York City in 1945 in the Bronx.
Okay. When your birthday?
April 10th.
Okay, April 10th. So go talk about your childhood. Talk about the day you were born. Let me know that. You remember that day? Or you?
I remember people not wanting to do stuff. You know, because even a baby know that they need a diaper change. You know what I mean? They'll start crying and shit. You know, because they walking around and shit. Mm-hmm. And I didn't walk around. And I didn't go back that far. But I just remember that it was nothing, and it wasn't no. I had love, but I didn't know other people didn't have love. Babies, a lot of babies don't know evil, and I didn't know that. So I grew up in the years where we had refrigerators. No, we had icebox, and we had a coal super that puts coal on the fire. If the super don't put no coal on the fire, there's no heat, no hot water. You know, I mean, horse and buggy was still around a little bit back in the. When I remember myself, I came into the knowledge of myself in 1957.
You were 9?
It was New Year.
No, 8.
And I said, oh shit.
7.
This shit to change. I didn't know change. These kids, people nowadays there used to be a TV show, I think it was called Bob Cummings. And he had all of these white models on there. And everybody used to watch it because it was the exotic show, because these white women had on full baby suits. But it was so sexy. Because back in the days, women wore long skirts. There was no such thing as shorts. I remember when shorts came out, they were called Bermuda shorts. Women couldn't ride the bus, they couldn't get on the train with the shit. And I remember there was no black policeman. There was one, and we didn't see him that much. There was no black post office, no black. All these city jobs, firemen come, ain't no black firemen, okay? No black sanitation. And that was good boy, I remember these things. We used to cook sweet potatoes on the street. And we used to play stickball on the street. There was very few cars. We used to skate, we used to make scooters. Everything came in a box. So we made scooters out of those hard boxes and the skates. And we made beautiful scooters. I still remember that shit. I still remember how we do it.
Make a scooter?
Yeah. Shit, that's
How many wheels did it have? Like the scooter.
Let's use skates. You put a skate on the front and a skate on the back. And the skates that...
So one wheel and not double wheel? Like, you know how I got a double wheel in the front, a double wheel?
And you go like this here.
Oh, it's one wheel and one wheel. Yeah. Oh my God. And the box?
Yeah. And with the two handles on it, or you just held it like that. Shit, what? And we had scooter fights. We tear up the scooter. Scooter fight.
Was it easy to make a new one?
It wasn't. You needed. Well, if you wanted to fuck around with it, you can make it.
So what did you wear?
We had plenty of time.
What was on your feet? What kind of shoes you wore? What was the name brand? Back then, the popular name brand.
It wasn't none. It was the sneakers, the black and white sneakers. They came in black and white, or they came in white.
Did they call Skips or something? Like, what was the name of it?
The same name that's on your sneakers.
Like Nikes?
No. The black and white sneakers I was telling you about the other day.
Converse. All-Star.
Yeah.
Okay, Converses. Wow, okay. So y'all was in style back then.
No fucking style. It was the cheapest thing out. wasn't no sneakers. We didn't have 100 brand of sneakers. People wore shoes. Back in the day.
Like church shoes?
Like shoes. Like it was no sneakers.
I like church shoes.
Dope fiends wore suits.
Oh.
Okay? And they had their hair done. Marcel, they wore ties. It was clean as a motherfucker.
What's a Marcel?
We put lye in your hair, burn your hair till it's like a perm.
Oh, okay. They call Marcels.
They called Marcel back in the day.
Okay. Men wore perms and stuff? Like Marcel. It was only females?
You see it, wait a minute. Pick a star that had straight hair.
What's his name? Prince.
Yeah.
Cat Williams, Snoop Dogg.
No,
Puff
James
Daddy.
Brown.
Oh, James Brown. Yeah.
People's hair coming down. They used to have what called Marcel.
Oh.
You could shape it,
Okay.
And they used to have, had Jericho juice in it, and they want people.
Jericho.
People knew that you had that shit on your head because the grease would come down and get on you.
Oh, it's called a Jericho now.
Whatever it's called. But
yeah.
And then repairing your shoes was a thing because there was no sneakers.
Oh.
And I'm telling you, if people don't believe this shit, I only went to the circus once. And I've seen circus clowns on various different things coming up, right? The clothes that we wear today, street people wear today, I kid you not, are clown clothes. You tell me? You don't have to believe it. You look at a motherfucker. Back in the day, there was no such thing as shorts. So clowns wore it because it was funny as he ain't got all his pants on.
So when you looked at somebody with short, you was like, ah!
I remember, I said to myself, look what these white people done to these motherfuckers. Sneakers, you can't fix them. Shoes used to take to the shop. It was a big thing for the shoe man. He had a shop. He used to do shoes. He used to clean hats. Okay?
Okay.
Now, what they did was, they put the niggas in the Puerto Ricans and everybody in clown clothes. Put sneakers on your feet. What did I do with those sneakers the other day?
Threw them in the trash.
Because that's all it was. They know I got to get another pair. If it was a pair of shoes, I wouldn't buy them. I go to the shop and have them repaired.
Okay.
They still got repair shops up on Broadway for shoes because white people don't wear sneakers. Not black niggas do. Some black people ain't got no shoes. They got sneakers. You hear them stars tell me how many pair of sneakers they got? Start wearing them and see how many you have. But you can have all them shoes and wear them out and have them fixed. With that lady, Amelia Marcos, she had 10,000 shoes. She had no sneakers. That woman stole all that money and bought shoes. She said, fuck sneakers. You know what I'm saying? But they got them wearing clown clothes. What do you think of oversized shirt? Look, clowns wore that shit. When you see the rodeo, and you see them clowns running around, sometimes they wear long things, or they wear short pants, funny socks. And you go right outside and see somebody with the same shit on.
Yeah. Yes.
Back in the day, the brothers went out for patches, any kind of patch, the patches all over. I mean, it was ridiculous. I'm driving a cab and I see all these white people laughing like a motherfucker. So I looked to see what they were laughing at. Hey, there's about 4 brothers coming across the street with patches of this, and the baseball, and the basketball, and whatever the fuck. And ain't nobody paying you. You walking billboard. Years ago, they tried to get us to have shit on our shirts and stuff. And they said, no, it's against the law because you ain't gonna pay all these people. White folks got around that shit later on. And they started making shit. Look at it, she got leathers and all kinds of shit. And you can make a shirt. They can make a shirt, Nike or some shit. and you advertise for them. They did it in a cab. I'm driving the cab, drove a cab 15 years. They wanted to put a fucking advertising on the top of the cab. And a lot of drivers say that adds to the you know, when you're driving, it might make more gas because you got this sail up there on the top that's holding the car back and shit. And they should pay us for driving it. We renting a car. Now you want to put a fucking sign on the top.